Yo, what is going on, guys? It's One Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more State of Decay 2. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about vehicle modifications, how you can find these in the open world, as well as how you're going to do these at your base, what you're going to need, and all that cool stuff, and also showcase a few of the vehicles that we've seen so far that have been modified. But before we jump into that, guys, there was actually a Q&A that the devs answered a little while back, and somebody asked how many vehicles were in the game, and will they be customizable with weapons and extra storage. And the devs went on to say that the game includes over 40 different vehicles, not including color variations, so there's a lot of vehicles in the game. The game also includes vehicle upgrade kits, which transform your car or truck into a specialized apocalypse-ready vehicle of mass destruction. You might occasionally find one of these upgrade kits from a wandering trader, but more often you'll craft them at your home base, assuming your community has the right mix of skills and facilities. So with that being said, the first facility that you're going to need to modify your vehicles is this one. So this is kind of like the mechanics area, and this will allow you to modify your vehicles, do different upgrades and stuff to your vehicles, as well as store gasoline in that tank you can see there. So then therefore you could refuel your vehicles at your base and not have to go out in the open world to refuel your vehicles. So this is actually the first vehicle we see here, which is the Bandito, which is sort of like the modified version of the cargo van. As you can see, there's some racks and stuff on top. It's fully armored. It's sort of like a military vehicle. And you can see a side shot of it here, and it's basically ready to go for an apocalypse. You know, you have armor on the side, you have the big bull bars and stuff up on the front bumpers, you have different rims and stuff on it, and this thing is just all out decked for a zombie apocalypse. But the other thing is, with these vehicles, guys, they are, you know, bad to the bone, you know, kitted to the teeth. But with this, if you go up against a juggernaut, this vehicle is still, you know, it's still susceptible to, you know, being destroyed, you know, having the doors ripped off, having you ripped out of the vehicle, and having you ripped in half, obviously by a juggernaut. We've seen that several times. And with the vehicles in this game, guys, it doesn't matter how armored they are. If you go up against a juggernaut or several juggernauts, and you really don't need to go up against them in a vehicle, because it's not going to do any good. And then here we see actually the military truck that we saw in the original gameplay trailer, and this vehicle was actually in the first State of Decay, and it's sort of like the military truck that you would get at a military base, and it's obviously decked out with kind of similar upgrades. You know, you have the big bars and stuff over the windows, armor plating and stuff on the sides, and then here you can see it's got like 3 big headlights up on the roof. It's got bars going across the windshield, so obviously you're not going to have the windows broke out and have zombies be pulling you out of the windows and stuff, as well as it has sort of like a radar thing up on top, as well as some radio antennas and stuff. So you're definitely going to be able to, obviously, you know, take a lot of hits in a vehicle like this, as well as, I'm assuming with some of the other features with this, you're going to be able to map out the open world with one of these vehicles. And actually we're going to talk about that right now. So this is a different vehicle. This is sort of like what you would call, like, see how it says up in the top left hand corner, it says the survey car. It's sort of like your Google Maps kind of car, like, or your Google Earth. So when you drive around in this car, it actually has the little thing up on top, and it maps out the open world, and it makes it so that all of like your points of interest and all sorts of other cool features will be showing up on your map, rather than have a undetailed map, you know, at the start of the game. So here we have the Mega Max. So this thing looks absolutely sick. When I saw this, I literally like sort of freaked out, because it kind of looks like a Mustang Boss 302, and it's like all armored up a little bit, and then you see like the big armor bars that go down on the back to the spoiler, and just that lime green, just, it looks so cool. And then I'm not exactly sure what the barrels are in the back. I don't know if that's maybe like extra fuel tanks modified with this vehicle, so obviously you can drive it a lot further without having to refuel it. That would be a really cool feature in this game. But those are just some of the showcased vehicles that we have seen so far in State of Decay 2 that are armored vehicles, and that's a very small amount. Like I said in the original thing there with the Q&A, there's over 40 different vehicles in the game, and that is not including all the different color variations of those vehicles. So all you guys are going to need to really know is this, is you're going to have to get some characters and stuff at your base that are kind of specialized with mechanics. It's going to make your job a lot easier. It's going to make life a lot easier if you want to modify your vehicles, because you're going to be able to do it at your base and do it quite efficiently at your base, rather than have to worry about trying to find a random NPC in the open world that happens to have, you know, a mod kit on him to be able to use that to mod your vehicles. But that also being said is also a pretty cool feature. There's going to be, you know, roaming people out in the open world that you're going to be able to trade with. All sorts of different items they're going to have, and possibility of vehicle mod kits. So that is pretty cool. But overall, guys, that is pretty much all for the video. I just kind of wanted to let you guys in on this. This is something new that has came up, and I really wanted to showcase this because we really haven't seen a whole lot of, you know, actual vehicle modifications so far. But we did get to see some of those showcase vehicles that obviously had armor and the big bull bars and all sorts of custom things on them compared to a car like this. But overall, I'm really excited to see how the modding and stuff works in this game. But if you guys are excited about all the vehicle modding, some of the cool vehicles we've seen so far, including that Mega Max one that just looked so sick, make sure to slap that like button. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things State of Decay 2. I'm going to be covering this game very in-depth leading up to and after the launch on May 22nd. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.